Don't blame the Republican Party. Don't blame the MAGA people or America First, because we're doing the hard thing to make this country better and put us on a firm footing. Blame the money changers, blame the easy Fed policy, blame the over Democrat spending, blame the bloated social programs. This is what got us into this situation. And now we're having to fix it. And so, if he can do that effectively, I think the American people, in some sense, for a while, have been looking for a purpose. There's a little bit of a strength and struggle that sometimes occurs in people, where kind of like after a Pearl Harbor event, whether you think it was kind of allowed to happen or not, whatever, it kind of galvanizes a population that really didn't want to have anything to do with World War II. But it's like, okay, now we need to do this, right? And I think there could be a moment like that where the American population realizes, hey, this really has gotten so out of hand. The only way to fix it is with pain. And Trump is the only person that can fix it. And we need to give him a little bit of leeway here.
Here you see this gentleman explaining Trump's got some things up his sleeve to change some things in America, specifically with crypto. We'll talk about that in this video. Make sure you watch it to the end. With that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you with another cryptocurrency video.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks, and each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
To piggyback on that, if you want some free stuff, who doesn't like free stuff? Here's the link right here at MooMoo. We'll see you on the other side. And getting straight into it, Bitcoin is right at 100,000. It's been a roller coaster. It's been 104, 96, 102, 99, 100, 101, 98. Bitcoin has just been trading around that $100,000 threshold. When will that next leg occur? Crypto Kalio's weighing in. 1 week ago, Bitcoin went down to 90K. Major alts were all down 20 to 30%, and the timeline on Twitter, or X, was in shambles. Today, Bitcoin's back above 100K, and majority of these alts are higher than they were prior to the dip. This shows strength in the alt market. Alt season's here. The fun's just getting started. And major news. Dennis Porter has been reporting on this. If you haven't seen any of it on X, you've been living under a rock. We now have 3 more states preparing to make an official bill that introduces a strategic Bitcoin reserve into legislation. Bitcoin is winning. Right here, Texas legislator Giovanni Capriglione. I may have chopped the last name, apologies. He wants Texas to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve first. Well, look at here. Bitcoin news update: 2 states have officially introduced strategic Bitcoin reserve legislation. Texas and Pennsylvania are the 2 states. Dennis Porter's reporting that at least 10 other states are in the process of doing the same exact thing. Buckle up. Remember we mentioned Trump has some things for crypto? Let's hear the latest from Trump.
You're embracing crypto, very different from the previous administration. Strategic Petroleum Reserve like for crypto?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to do something great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else, not just China, but others are embracing it, and we want to be the head. We're going to be ahead of AI. We're going to be way ahead of AI, and we've got to produce tremendous amounts of electricity. You know that it's unbelievable when you think that we need more than twice what we already have. If you think that's pretty for a specific industry, but we'll be able to do it. We have Lee Zeldin in charge of the environment. He's going to be giving us very strong approvals, I think, and he's going to make sure everything's good and clean and proper, but he's going to give us very fast approvals.
Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, Trump says he thinks so. They want to be the leader in the space. The tide is turning. There's some other things that are going on as well. Look here, CleanSpark Inc. announces a proposed private offering of $550 million of convertible notes to buy Bitcoin. They're taking the MicroStrategy playbook. And also, Grayscale has just bought $110 million in Bitcoin. Grayscale has historically been selling, and now they're one of the ETFs that is buying along with all the others. More Bitcoin being taken off the markets. And then a 57 billion asset manager, AMP, has just bought $27 million of Bitcoin. Another institution aping into the BTC ecosystem. And the Chinese company Nano Labs just bought $36 million worth of Bitcoin. Nothing's going to stop this train. So you see this is going on across the globe. It's not going to stop. There's only 21 million Bitcoins in existence. And these institutions are starting to gobble it all up. And you're seeing states, nation states, countries, all of the above in a Bitcoin arms race. And look here, December hasn't even popped off yet. Every December of each third year of the previous cycles, Bitcoin's return reaches up to an average of 30 to 46%. Well, this month, we're only up 3.92%. So we have some more gas in the tank for December. Remember that. If history's any indication, the rest of the next few weeks could get bullish. Now, we were talking about MicroStrategy. All these institutions are taking MicroStrategy's playbook. MicroStrategy closed around 392, post-markets 394. Could there be something in store? Something that's about to explode for MicroStrategy sooner rather than later? You heard Microsoft, they had a vote this past week to see if shareholders wanted to propose for Microsoft to have a Bitcoin reserve, take some of their cash and invest in the Bitcoin, the MicroStrategy playbook, and look what happened. Not approved. They only got 0.55% of approval. I guess they're going to get Bitcoin at the price they reserve. There's a little bit of talk about this from the True North team. Shout out to them. Let's hear what they had to say.
People that worked at the companies, I'm sure that the top 50 people at Blockbuster were totally fine. The top 50 people at Sears were totally fine because they were able to go ahead because they made so much money in a given year. Those people did not care or want to combat, which was displacing them and disruptively putting them out of business because they had enough money. They could be complacent, right? Or they could be apathetic. I use these words very clearly because I heard them. So the people at Microsoft, and for anybody in this call from Microsoft, they are apathetic and complacent to a monetary revolution that is going on that has now changed the balance sheet to increase the equity of a company. I'm using this very clearly. It does not increase the sales, the EBITDA, or the cash flow. It increases the equity of the company. The company's worth $3 trillion because they're one of the second or third largest company in the world.
Yeah.
I would like
same
for
thing
them to
with
buy
Warren
Bitcoin.
Buffett.
What?
Same thing with Warren Buffett. I think the reason why he's
Right, he doesn't need it. Charlie Munger doesn't
he's
need
the
Charlie
peak of
Munger's debt.
apathy.
Yeah.
Right, it's apathy. They don't get that they need to tell the message to the younger generation that's in debt because they're pitching to go buy something that they're thinking of was what they did 30 years ago to get rich, which is no longer applicable today.
It's so funny, right? Like everybody brings up like the Ponzi scheme or it's a bubble. And then it's like, meanwhile, they bought their house in 1964 for a pack of raspberries and
Right.
their, you know, and their college tuition was $45, you know, a year. And, you know, shit like that. It's just like, okay, we're in a completely different environment. Talk about Ponzi schemes. Like fiat is the Ponzi scheme, the real estate market where you've stored all this value and like you're technically like that's, you know, that's crazy.
Right.